Hello, Mymic again with another tutorial. This time I'll be showing you the War Factory First opening. The advantage this build has over the double ref build is that you start iron production sooner. You also get your MCV out sooner. This is however at the expense of having any sort of early game army and any sort of early game map pressure really. So the kind of maps you want to be doing this on are maps like this with a large rush distance. You can see I'm over here, my opponent spawned all the way over here. Also, the kind of maps you want to be doing this on are ones without early game objectives, or early game objectives that are very close or easy to defend. You also want to be doing this on maps that have spawns with a big ore patch with 2 ore mines on it. Otherwise you'll go broke very quickly. So with the barracks down, we want to queue up 5 riflemen and a pillbox. Usually on this map, I'd be doing 6 riflemen and an engineer, and then spreading the riflemen out to defend this objective while I cap it with my engineer. However, I'm showing you the poor version of this build without taking any derricks. So my pillbox is finished, but I'm not going to place it. I'll show you why later. The pillbox is there just to defend us against any sort of early game pressure like Gren rushes. So with the refinery down, we want to queue up a war factory, a power plant, and then the other refinery. And now we have about 40 seconds with nothing to do, so as before, we're going to queue up our infantrymen. $15 for 5, like before, although that was kind of sloppy. And just as before, we want to keep microing our ore truck. So when our war factory is dropped, like before, we want to build 2 trucks, and then either a Ranger or a light tank if we're allies, or a flak truck or an APC if we're Soviets. However, because we have no idea what our opponent's doing, we're going to build the attacking unit first of all, and use it to scout. So I'm building a Ranger and then 2 ore trucks. And then with the war factory down, we want to go service depot, ore refinery, power plant, barracks, barracks, power plant, ore refinery, barracks, ore refinery. And so with our Ranger, again, if this were a normal game, I'd be putting the engineer in the Ranger and be harassing these 2 derricks or taking these 2 derricks. But I don't have an engineer, so I'm not going to. This is also the point in the build where we go broke. And fortunately for us, we've not been attacked, so we've not had to deploy our pillbox, so we can just cancel it. However, this is the point in the build where we do go broke. There are versions of this build that are super greedy, that have a late barracks, or use a kennel instead of barracks. Kennels build faster and they're cheaper, and then they use dogs to snipe engineers and protect them from Grens. However, that's advanced, and I don't recommend you start doing that until you've really mastered this build. So with the service depot down, we want to go medium tank, MCV, 5 medium tanks, then another MCV. So we're just taking our natural spawn, the safest spawn, so it doesn't matter how quickly we get our MCV out, really. So we can afford to have a medium tank to keep us safe. Also, one of the criticisms I got in my last video is doing the double MCV opening. That's hard to defend, very greedy, and a bit more of an advanced strat. So this time round, I'm doing the very safe single MCV opening. And with my 5th ore truck down, we can now start building pillboxes. Also, in my last video, I dropped way too many static defenses, and so that cost me getting my refinery down as quick as it should be. So basically, until you get your expansion up, static defenses are a luxury. So only drop them if you really need them, but you always want to have something to drop in case you're attacked. That'll give you the defender's advantage. So with our refinery down, we want to move our ore trucks so we don't mine out our spawn too quickly. And now we've got our forward barracks for forward production. And with the ore refinery being finished, that will be the end of the tutorial. As you can see, we're in pretty much the same place as we were last time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks again to Happy for helping me with this video, and thanks for all criticism of my last video. The quality of the audio and video should be better this time. Thank you very much.